Well, hello, Tube. Today we have Heraclitus Fragments. I gotta do my little spiel when it comes to anything like this. Is if you're a student, you got paper due tomorrow, or a big test, or whatever, or you're, I don't know, doing research on your own, and you're looking for information that's going to help you with whatever endeavor you're working on, this is not going to be the video for you because I am a doomass. So you just if you want to sit back and laugh at me in my attempts to understand Heraclitus, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Hmm. Then sit back and relax and laugh at me if you wish. I have an affiliate link to bookshop.org where I put a link in the description to go purchase this book. Where if you use my affiliate link down below to purchase this beautiful, massive Penguin Classic for $15, I get a little commission. You get an awesome book at no extra cost to yourself. There was a slight pause after I said awesome book. I realize that. But it's a win-win. No, the book itself, what's in it, I really enjoy Heraclitus. Heraclitus. Couple problems though. One is that these newer black spine penguin classics, it's impossible for them to arrive at your doorstep in new condition. This one isn't terrible, but there is definitely wear. So be aware that if you're purchasing new penguin classics online, you're not going to get a pristine book. I think it's impossible. I don't believe it's unless they wrap it like butcher paper, or probably not even that. Probably because that'll probably scuff it up even worse. I don't know. I don't even know if you can get a Penguin Classic delivered to your doorstep in new condition. The other, probably the biggest reason why I pause is because there's not much to this. He only wrote one book on nature. And the only thing that's left is fragments of quotes from other people's works. So if it wasn't for other people talking about him, we wouldn't even know he existed. But real quickly though, he was born in the 6th century BC, died in the 5th century BC. That's all I could find on Wikipedia. There ain't much on the guy. We're assuming he's a guy. I don't know. Maybe we know for a fact he's a guy, but okay. So he lived in Ephesus, Ionia, which I guess is modern day Turkey. So this is a Turkish. He's not even Greek or Roman. Yeah, but what he his little blurbs that he had a huge impact on ancient philosophers, even philosophers up to Nietzsche and who else we have? Do we have Young and Heidegger? So he, even the Montaigne, our French people. I'm assuming that's French. Never read any Montaigne. But now I'm just kind of getting goofy and rambly because I'm tired. But anyway, these so what he liked to do is he liked to play around with opposites attracting. I should mention too. Okay, so this is introductory plus notes on translation. So it's 28 pages. It says the type looks like large print old man type. Then, so the meat and potatoes of what we have goes from page 1. Oh my lord, this is, so we have fragments, and it goes all the way to page goes to page 90, we'll say 91. However, out of those 91 pages, they're facing pages, and a lot of the pages look like this. So you're not getting a lot. Penguin Classics did their absolute best to try to pad this out so they can soak you $15 for it. This should be like a $6.95 pamphlet, or $6.95 tops. There ain't much here. They're making a lot of money off you on this one. Maybe they paid this Brooks Haxton guy a ton of money to translate the 17 lines of text. But I'll go ahead and read some of the stuff that I tabbied a bunch of stuff here. I'll just read some of the stuff that I found interesting. Pythagoras, Pythagorean theorem Pythagoras, may well have been the deepest in his learning of all men, and still he claimed to recollect details of former lives, being in one a cucumber and one time a sardine. How could we live without knowing that little tidbit of information? I love that. I love it. By cosmic rule, as day yields night, so winter, summer, peace, war, peace, plenty, famine, all things change. Fire penetrates the lump of mirror until the joining bodies die and rise again in smoke called incense. So it likes to play around with the opposites, the connection of opposites. The river. Now this is some Siddhartha stuff here. The river where you set your foot just now is gone. Those waters giving way to this now this. So, you never see the same river twice. You never step foot in the same river twice. You never swim in the same river, lake, swimming pool. Everything's changing at all times, whether you realize it or not. The air I just breathed, the air I just breathed, it's not the same air that I'm breathing now. So, from the strain of binding opposites comes harmony. So it's like that song, Ebony and Ivory, living in harmony. You can't have harmony if it's just summer 24/7, right? Just as the river where now we're repeating ourselves. Just as the river where I step is not the same and is, so I am not. So I am as I am not. So essentially, just as the river flows and changes, and so are you. But we already knew that because we're good Buddhists, right? Since mindfulness of all things is the ground of being, to speak one's true mind and to keep things known in common serves all being, just as laws made clear uphold the city. Yet with the greater strength becomes responsibility. You become Spider-Man. Oh no, that's not what it says. Of all pronouncements of the law, the one source is the word, whereby we choose what helps true mindfulness prevail. I don't know why I marked that one, but it sounded profound at the time, almost like Pythagoras thinking he was sardines. All people ought to know themselves, and everyone be wholly mindful. We will never probably outright know ourselves, but it is important to be mindful to the best of our ability. So you get little nuggets of what feels very much like Eastern religion, Buddhism, Hinduism, Jainism, ism, you name an ism. And it just feels a lot like that. Really enjoyed this, even though it's like 40 pages of just little fragments. I gobbled this little thing up and I absolutely enjoyed myself reading it. I am a fan of Heraclitus. I had to look to see what his name was. Yes, I know. And I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but I'm still a fan of his. I really enjoyed this little book. I don't know if I could say, hey, go down below and use my affiliate link to spend $15 of your hard-earned money. We work hard for our money, just like the song says. So I don't know if I can. I definitely think he's worth reading. If you can find a used copy at your local bookstore or on eBay or whatever. I mean, it's going to come used anyway. You might as well spend $4 or $5 on it used at the bookstore than spending $15 on it new from Amazon or Bookshop or any of those places, and it's showing up used anyway. So Penguin Classics, please get your together. You charge a lot for these books, and it would be nice if they came in good condition. I am an Oxford guy. I really enjoy Oxfords, but sadly, I didn't find Heraclitus in Oxford, so I got the Penguin. Um, but I do have a playlist for Penguin Classics down below that is really new, but I am putting all my Oxfords together in a playlist, all my Penguins together in a playlist. I know I'm looking this way. My camera's over here. Putting my Penguins in a playlist. So I've got a whole bunch of playlists down below. Go check them out. Maybe there's one that might speak to you. So that's it for this one, peeps. I try to bring the ones that are more relative to the discussion up top. So, like the book discussions, it's a book, so that's going to be up towards the top. I won't have one for Heraclitus. It's the only thing of his I read, so that's kind of foolish. Philosophy / religion one, it's going to go in there. So I want to be raised to the top. So go check those out if you want more content like this. Poorly written, not scripted, rambly, mispronouncing. I know you want more of this. So that's it for this one, peeps. Let me know down below. Have you ever read any Heraclitus? Yes, I had to look to see what his name was again. I enjoyed it. I think you would enjoy it. I think there's a lot to enjoy in this book. So even though there's not much to it. That's it for this one, peeps. Cheers.